What in the world happened? Okay, I don't know what took place here. What happened? Maybe I can. I need to adjust this a different kind of way. Hey, Grandma Chloe. I'm just doing a test run. This is a test run. I normally do my lives every Thursday, but I can't seem to get my the chat to show after the live. So people who watch my video after they watch the live, they can't see what the people are saying in the chat. So I'm trying to do this on my laptop. See if I can do lives on my laptop so people can actually see the comments. Oh, the picture is clear. It's not that clear to me, but I'm glad to know that you can see it. And thanks for tuning in to help me out. Now, since you're here, since it looks like I'm kind of moving in slow motion. Does it look like I'm moving in slow motion to you? You're welcome, Matter Eater. It was fine at first. Okay. Okay, because I'm thinking that I'm going to be doing my lives like this from now on, normal motion. Okay, well, even if it looked like that to me, I now that I know that it's okay, I think I'll have to do my lives this way. So that, like I said, when people come and watch the live later, they'll see what you guys are saying in the chat. When I do it on my phone, they can't see it. And that makes it kind of hard to know what the video, what people are saying. So while you two guys are here, and happy Saturday to you, happy belated Valentine's Day. Is there anything you guys would like to ask me? I wish it looked just a tad bit clearer to me, but it's okay. I think I can deal with this. I think I can do this. And do you guys have any questions that you would like to ask me about? I'm not sure if you joined my videos for bed bugs or not, but that's why I started doing my lives initially to answer questions. But the topics don't always have to be about that. I do different topics. Today is just trial and error, trying to figure out. Okay, go ahead and ask your question. Yeah, I thought when you said yes, I thought you were saying yes. You wanted to ask a question. Maybe you were saying yes to something else. I'm gonna watch it after it's over too. That way I'll get a better look at what you guys see versus what I'm seeing. Could you guys thumbs up the live so I can see if I can see the I want to see if I'll be able to see it. Could you thumbs up the live? I want to see if I'll be able to see it. Okay. Did you thumbs it up? Because it's not showing me. That's another issue that I don't get to see it. Okay. I have had bed bugs, pest control saying bed bugs getting bit by something else. Okay, you saying that you said pest control company, they saying you're getting bit by something else that is not bed bugs? Or you saying you're getting bit by something else? Okay, first and foremost, have you ever seen one? Have you ever seen any? I guess looking in the camera. Okay, so if you've seen them, that's kind of not understand. I'm not getting it. If you've seen them, and how can they say you don't have them? That doesn't make sense to me. Okay. Now, you do know that you have to put that powder everywhere. You can't just put it like Mother Earth. You put something down called Mother Earth. You're not good with typing. Okay, just take your time. Just take your time. You saying you put something down called Mother Earth? Said I did have, but they are gone. Okay, they said you had them, but they're gone. And you're saying yourself that they're not gone because you're still getting bit. I would have to go outside, get back. Yes, yeah. Okay. I don't know how many of my videos you watched, but and it's all sound like you're saying you use something called Mother Earth. I don't know what Mother Earth is. But are you saying that you use something called Mother Earth, or you use diatomaceous earth? Or maybe I should just ask you. Let me just ask you this first. Are you saying you use something called Mother Earth? Or you mean diatomaceous earth? Okay, earth that you use. Okay. Now, one something that I stress, and I cannot stress it enough. Once you get them, you have to put the powder everywhere. You can not just put it where you seen them in one area, one room in the house. It has to go everywhere because they travel. You could spend time in your bedroom, you could spend time in your living room, your dining room, a den, your basement, wherever you spend time at, or whomever live with you is more than likely where they're going to end up at. So they don't always just stay in one place. They move around just like we do. And then they'll nest. They're not going to run back and forth. They're gonna go different places and they're gonna start nesting in those places. They're gonna start nesting in the bedroom, in the den, in the furniture, into this place, into that place. They're going in like you might have a little teeny pinhole in your wall that you had a picture of, and the hole's still there. They'll go into that little wall, little hole and hide. It's very important to put the powder everywhere. That's the only way you're gonna get rid of them because they're gonna just run. And once they start getting into the powder and start dying out, others start trying to run to places where the powder is not. So if it's everywhere, then they can't get away from it. If it's not everywhere, then they can. They'll find other places to go. And that's the key. That's the key right there. That's the thing that a lot of people don't want to do. They don't want to put the powder everywhere because it is a lot of work. It really is. But think about it, when you're getting bit by these bugs and you're sensitive to the bites, that's a lot too. They said I might be getting bit by mice or scabies. Did not know about little holes. Yeah, because they travel through the walls too. They travel through the outlets. They travel through your walls. That's why a lot of times when people live in apartment buildings and they're gonna everybody in the building or everybody end up with them. They travel through the walls. These bugs, you've seen them, they are very tiny, very small. They can hide in the smallest little crack. And then all you have to do is go somewhere and sit down, over family member house, a friend house, to the at the doctor's office, in the grocery store, furniture store, anywhere. And once they get on you, they stick to you. They just latch on to you. Then by the time you go somewhere and be there for a few minutes, then it came off of you and they're there. That's how they travel. But they do travel through the walls. They travel whatever way they can. But yeah, the only way to get rid of them is to put it. You have to put the powder everywhere. And I have videos on how to put the powder down, where to put the powder, and things like that. Every time I come up with like new ideas or find out about new products, I always post. That's why I have so many videos. Yeah, you can put it in a hose too. Just like you see a little small crack on the floor, the mattress, box springs, the bed frame, around the bed, it's everywhere. Kind of like we have to kind of like think like them. They're not gonna try to hide in plain sight. They're gonna try to hide in the places that we least expect. They look like whelps. They look like, and they could start off looking like a little mosquito bite. But then they get the itching terribly. That's when you're allergic to. That's when you like sensitive or allergic to them. The bites start itching real bad. Then they turn into knots. They turn into these big, thick knots, like a mosquito bite that's about 5, 10 times bigger than a normal mosquito bite. then they just itch and you keep scratching and then they can turn into a sore and they can get infected. But yeah, they turn into whelps too. They could start looking like big, big whelps that just spread and get real flat and wide. I'm also coming to realize that it's more women that's sensitive to the bites than men, or more females that's sensitive to the bites than males. No whelps, like poked with a needle. Like poked with a needle, and it doesn't itch real bad, and when you scratch it, it doesn't get big. Poke with a needle. Now you don't necessarily have to be sensitive to the bites either. If you're not all females are not sensitive to the bites. So if you're not sensitive to the bites, they could look like that. But because I am sensitive to the bites, that's what they look like on me. But you said poke with a little needle. No, no itch and bite. No, the itch and bite and stop. Even if it is scabies or if it is mites, diatomaceous have killed them as well. But what I would suggest, but you said you seen the bugs. You said you seen bed bugs, and you said they gone, and but you still getting bit by something. Now, when before they said the bed bugs were gone, when you were initially getting bit, is this how they looked? And you knew you had bed bugs? Is this how they looked? Self control. I don't know what that means. Fresh bites red and older bites turn brown. Same total four small. And yes, okay. Yeah, the fresh bites do have that reddish color. And when they yeah, that sound like a bed bug bite. Like I said, if you're not sensitive to them, you're not going to experience what those of us who are sensitive experience. It's you're going to probably look at it like it's probably like a little regular mosquito bite or regular bug bite because you're not sensitive to it, but you've already seen them. And when they treated your house, they treat your entire home, like everywhere, or did they treat the areas that you say you seen them only? Four small bugs found in recliner at work infested from. So you got them from your job. So was your job treated? Did they treat at work? Or this is where Hmm, I did both. My nerves are really bad. Yeah. Uh, everything needs to be treated. Yes, they did. Okay. Everything needs to be treated though. That's the bottom line. Everything needs to be treated. The whole wherever it is that you work, that place needs to be treated. And your home. Because they can hibernate. They can stop biting for a while and all of a sudden they start biting again. And you can get rid of them. You can definitely get rid of them and you can get them again. But the environment that you in, if that's where it started, that has to be cleared up, or you're gonna just constantly, even if you get rid of them at your home, you're gonna get them right back. So both places need to be fully treated. So if you still getting bit, it probably is bed bugs if that's what it initially was. But still seen at work. They would not pay for home. I had to pay. I then retired January 18th. Okay. So now since you retired, at least you can get your home cleared and you don't have to deal with the issue reoccurring over and over. So now your main focus just have to be treating your home. And I stated I have it might be 3 or 4 videos of about treating your home. Might be 3. But the powder has to be put down everywhere. And you don't always only yes, just my home. Okay. And like for your bed, you don't put diatomaceous earth on your mattress. You put it under the tucks and fold of the mattress, but not on the flat part of the mattress where you lay on. And you definitely don't put it where you're gonna lay your head, like on your pillow. But you put it under the tucks and folds. I've seen a few of your videos. Okay. And they titled, so when you go through them and you like want to know how to apply it, where to apply it, it's the videos are titled, so you'll know which ones to look at. And I know it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Up front, it is, but after that, and you get rid of them, and you just do maintenance every once in a while, you don't really have to worry about them again. Because if you do get them again, uh, you know how to take care of them, and you'll have to powder down all the time, so they're gonna get in it anyway and die out. You know, it's just it's really sad that these bugs are everywhere, and anybody can get them at any given time, and you can get them as many times as you get them. You can get them once, twice, or more. Yeah, I said that same thing. When I had to deal with that, and I had to go through it twice. I just recently did deal with it again because uh my friend, he does a lot of work with people, at people's homes, moving, and he's like a handyman carpenter or something. But anyway, he deals with a lot of different people, and he bought up. It was between 2 and 3. Bought them right back in this house. I've never had bed bugs in this place where I'm living now, and I've been here, I think, going on 5 years. I got rid of my bed bugs before I moved here and never had him here. And I knew he was going to eventually do it because he worked with too many different people. We know help too many different people. But I was sitting on my bed and I was reading my Bible. I was doing my Bible study that I do every day. And I no, that's not. I was laying in my bed. I was woke and I was talking, and then I laid on a pillow. So I'm gonna take like an hour nap before I get up and do my studies. He was on the couch sleeping, so he brought his blanket in the room from the couch because he had came in from the people house like 3 in the morning that he was working for. And he got on the couch and slept on the couch. He came and got blankets and everything out the closet. That morning he brought that blanket in there and put it on my bed. And I'm laying down looking, but I'm half asleep. Next thing you know, my arm it start itching here, just start itching real bad. And I already knew what it was because I know how the bites feel. I was like, Lord, please don't. He didn't bring no bed bugs in here. He didn't bring no bed bugs in here. It just was itching so bad, and I'm just scratching my arm real fast and real fast. Now I'm looking. Now these things I'm seeing them just pop up on my arm. I'm scratching and I'm scratching. I said, you brought bed bugs in here. And people don't want to believe you. He said, I ain't bring no bugs. You always talking about bed bugs. He said, but I think you beginning to believe that bed bugs in here because all these videos you do and all these people you talk to. I said, you brought bed bugs in here. So I laid down and tried to go back to sleep and I couldn't. That's when I set up and started trying to read my Bible. As I was reading my Bible, I felt something start biting me on my thigh. I scratched so hard and lift my pants leg down, and you see all these big whelps. I didn't see no bug at the time, but I knew what it was. Now I'm like, I gotta find this bug before this bug finds somewhere to hide. And it must be it must be pregnant because that's the most time when they suck your blood. They suck your blood to have these babies. I pulled my pants leg back up and it was still biting me. So I pulled my pants leg back down again. And when the pants leg folded back up, it snapped hard. It hit my stomach and snapped. That's when the bug had to pop out and that thing went flying, running across my bed. I have a video of it running across my bed. So I got the told my son to bring me the alcohol and I sprayed that one and just it instantly died with the alcohol. And that's when I made a video of how to put the powder down. I show people how I went through the whole process of how to get rid of them on that one video. And when I killed that one, and I just took care of my whole house. I took care of everything. I went and we powdered this whole house down, this whole place. And in a couple about I never got bit again. So it had to only be like 2 or 3 he brought in here. Whatever was on the couch, I took care of the couch so they didn't make it. And I took care of everything. So I never got bit again after that initial first time. Okay. I've seen a few videos. I have no okay. I really would like videos. I really like your videos. When you're I seen with your friend I have lung issues. Me and my children have asthma. I'm an asthmatic, and I use mask. I have a respirator mask too. I would probably recommend a respirator mask for people who have respiratory issues like asthma and things like that. I didn't use one, but maybe you might need to. I can't find my respiratory mask. Like every time I find it, I end up packing it down again. But next time I find it, I'm going to make a video about it and how it looks on my face and things like that. But I use the regular little blue hospital mask that you wear like they wear in the hospital, and I doubled them up. But also when you're applying the powder, when you first apply it, you don't know how to apply it, so you're gonna have powder everywhere. The whole room gonna be full of dust, full of powder. When you do that, open the windows before you start applying the powder. Open your windows up and do room by room and let the powder settle. Then do another room, let the powder settle because you don't want the whole place crowded. Clouded with dust that you can't get away from it. While you're applying it, if it bothers you, go stand at the window, stand outside, open the door, and just breathe. Breathe some air in and don't go back in the room for a little while. Don't make yourself try to do all of it at one time. If you need to stop for a while, stop, and then just go back to it. And you don't need a lot of the powder. Let's see. Trying to get my duster that I use. I've used different things, but this is what I use now. I have different methods on ways to put the powder down, but let's see. Let's see if it's gonna come out. Okay, there it goes. Where's the tip? You see how that's coming out? Coming out in like on a little tiny mist. That's all you need. A lot of folks think that you just need to cake it on with the powder because if you don't cake it on, it's not there. I can understand that too. But if you do happen to cake it, if you happen to put it down like in a big cloth, something like, let me see what I can put it on. Maybe the back of my hand. Let me see. Wait a minute. Like that. If you put it and you see it clunked up like that, then I would just take something and just brush it down in like a broom. You could take a broom and brush it down into the carpet lightly. If it's caked up, it's not gonna they can walk right over top, but if it's caked up, it gotta be down on the fibers or in the fibers where they can walk through it. But I will definitely admit it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And I didn't let anybody come in my house. I didn't go visit anybody. Uh, two of my sons was living with me at the time when I first got them. They did have to go to work, but we took precautions. We kept everything tied up in bags. Um, and when they came in from work, they took the stuff straight off and put it straight in bags and tied them up. And we did a lot of drying, kept stuff drying stuff alive. It was a lot. It was a lot of work. I was exhausted. I was mentally exhausted and physically exhausted. I put on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. I think the main thing too is for people who, when you first get them, it's a fear. You're just scared, and you don't really know what to do. You just don't really know what to do. That's why I made some videos, really getting into detail because you need real detail. You need real detail. Then you're scared because you don't know if you're putting it down right. Then when the powder and everybody coughing and having breast breathing issues and all kinds of stuff, and then you got the people saying, "Oh, Dr. Make stuff can kill you," and all this foolishness is always something. But the reason I speak so much and so highly about diatomaceous earth is it lasts long. You don't, with most of the other products, you have to do it every week or every 30 days. You don't have to do that with diatomaceous earth. It lasts a very long. The bag lasts a long time and the product lasts a long time. It kills for a longer time without you having to replace it. I do not let anyone in the house and I go to no one house. Yeah, I go get groceries and straight home. Yep. Yep. Yeah, if everybody would just follow the certain protocol, it could be taken care of. It could be taken care of, but a lot of people don't take it seriously. A lot of people just don't take this issue seriously. People start taking it more serious when they if they come up if they happen to get them, and especially if they sensitive to the bites. Because I have people that would comment that other people in their house think they're crazy because they feel like they complaining over a little bug. So that's because they think they're not getting bit, but everybody's getting bit. But everybody not sensitive to the bite, so they don't think they're getting bit. They don't discriminate on blood at all. Then a lot of people ashamed. You got a lot of people ashamed to say they have them because you got the myth that people say if you got bed bugs, your house dirty. They ain't never care about dirt. Blood is what they're after. They don't care about how clean it is or how dirty it is. They just want blood. And bed bugs been around for a long time too. The thing, good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Back in the day, I just thought that was something that was said. I never knew that a bed, but what a bed bug was, or if it really existed. I had no clue until I got them, and when I did my research to find out what was biting me. But they've been around since the BC days, way back in the BCs. They've been around back in the day, like King Tut days, Cleopatra, all that. They was here a long time, the caveman days. I just started slowing down on the crying. Some type of food. Yeah, I can understand about the crime. I have a lot of people who are going through a lot of things emotionally. Regular doctor increase. Antidepressants. Wow. Well, hopefully you can get to a minimum. You don't want to take too much of that kind of stuff, that medications, them pharmaceuticals, but they can definitely drive you crazy. I thought I was going to end up in a mental institution when it first happened to me. Because when it first happened to me, I didn't have anybody to do for me what I do for everybody else. It was not no all these videos were not out about bed bugs. Even some of the videos that's out now wasn't even out. And a lot of these videos that are out now, these people are just making videos about what they think they know or what they saw on another video. A lot of these people haven't even experienced these bugs. But I mean, it is so hard. I take care of my husband. Right. Yeah. I understand you. And I sympathize with you. I sympathize with you. I know that's gotta be tough. My husband was going into dementia before he passed away. I know it's tough. I know it's tough. I mean, when you feel like you need to cry, cry. Cry as much as you need to. Excuse me. Just know that you can get rid of them. You really can. And I know sometimes it might seem like it's hopeless, like it's not gonna never end. It is a light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to do what has to be done to get to that point. And it's not saying you have to do everything in one day. You want to do it as fast as you can, but you still have to do it at your own pace. Just make sure you get it done, and that way you won't have to worry about it later. You know, sometimes some things in some cases, I just wish I could make it a lot more easier than what it is, but I have to be 100% honest about it and let people know what needs to be done. Because it's only basically one way to really get rid of them. You can treat and treat and treat and treat, but it's only one actual way to really get rid of them. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, continue to pray. Never stop praying. Not just about bed bugs, but yeah, let God be an active part of your life every single day. Yeah, a lot of people are. It's not just you. A lot of people still embarrassed to tell people. Um, I came to the realization when I found out I had them and found out that they were not a myth, did my research on them to get rid of them, and then did some stuff on my own. Then research where did these things come from? I mean, what in the world do these little demon bugs are these? Where they come from? Why do they have such impact on us? Why do they, mess with us mentally? But they it's said that they originated from bats. Back in the days of the cave, when people lived in caves, cavemen, cave women, bats were in the caves. Bats still live in the caves, but back then the cave people shared the caves with the bats. That's because that's where the bats live, and they were living in it. So when went out before they went out into civilization, they were getting bit by the bed bugs and things too. And when they decided to leave out these caves and try to find other forms of life or other ways of living outside of the caves, they brought them out with them, and they've been spreading ever since. They've been spreading ever since. And like I say, these are the BC days. These are the BC days way before our time. Way before our time. I pray for everyone and all. I pray for everyone all the time. So do I. I've gone back to church since dealing with this. I miss church, but I do not. want to take a chance of just one. Yeah, a lot of churches now do streaming too. They do live streaming for because some people just can't simply can't make it out to church. So they a lot of times you can live stream the service. I would ask them, do they do live streaming? And you can live stream for, while you have to for now, and when you can go back, you go back. Yeah, and the sad thing is they might already be there because it's a lot of people who have these bugs that know, and it's a lot of people who have them who don't know. And because you can pick them up from anywhere, anywhere. I mean, you could just be riding on a bus. You could be riding an Uber vehicle. You can go in a cab. You can get them from. You pick these bugs up from anywhere, so you would never know they did use. They did use to do. Okay. Okay. How long have you been dealing with this issue? Since November. Okay, November. Okay, a few months. Yeah, once you put that powder down, if you had the powder down everywhere, you wouldn't it wouldn't still be going on. But I mean, I understand because it's a lot. I have a lot of videos up. I have almost 90 videos up, so it's a lot. And that's why when I comment, when I'm talking to people, I always say go through the playlist, look at the titles, and view the videos that apply to you because it's a lot of information. A new guy starting in September. Yeah, but the good part is you definitely can get rid of them. It's just going to take some time, and all depending on how long you had them and the size of your infestation too. That's why when people say they have them, and I ask how long, I try to help them nip it in the bud so it won't spread from place to place. But you still gonna put the powder down everywhere anyway. But if you kind of know you have them quick, and most kind of only way to know you really got them real fast is when you're sensitive to the bites. Because as soon as you get bit, you're gonna lose your mind. You're gonna be about to go crazy. That itch is gonna tear you apart. And then they're gonna keep biting you. As long as they're gonna just keep biting and keep biting and keep itching and keep itching, then you're gonna just start acting, you're gonna just start going crazy, losing your mind again. Yeah. But you know something biting you, and more than likely you say, what can be biting me? It gotta be some kind of bug. You know it's a bug, but they so little, it ain't easy to see them. Then they run really fast. Only rolled it once, and it was a bite under a ring. Oh, you only have okay. Yeah, and see under a ring. Now only one them only them little bugs. You got the ring on and it bit you under the ring. That mean it was trying to hide, trying to find a place to hide as well. Because if it could have nested there, it would have been nesting under that ring and continuously biting you. That's what it would have done. They try to find hiding places as close to us as possible. That's why they call bed bugs. Because they nest on our beds because that's where we be at. We sleep. And they'll bite any given time of the day, but it's mostly when you're sleeping. People think it's only at night. It's not because it's dark, it's because at night that's when we still and we're asleep. If you take a nap during the day, they coming out at that time of day. Anytime you at rest and you're not moving around, that's the main time they're gonna come after you. Number one, when you breathe out, we breathe out something called carbon dioxide. They smell it. That's how they know where we are. So once we're in one spot and we're resting and we're breathing, they come right to us. They ain't got to worry about us doing nothing because we laying there sleep, and that's when they mainly feed on us when we're sleeping. And we breathe extra hard when we're asleep, so we breathing out of like a triple dose of the carbon dioxide, so they know exactly where we are. Yeah, but I do come on every Thursday, and looks like this the way I'll be doing my videos from now on. I'm just gonna have to do them on the computer, and this will be able to help someone else too. Because whatever I speak about, especially when I talk about these bed bugs, it'll help other people that have questions as well. I try to come live at once a week to answer certain questions because I know sometimes people just want to talk to you, instead of watching the videos are good too because they're very detailed, but the lives I think help a lot too. And I'm hungry. What time is it? It's 2:45. I haven't had any food today. I haven't even had my coffee. I appreciate you. Thank you for all you do. I need to go check on husband. We'll continue watching. Okay. You're very, very welcome. And thank you for tuning in. This is my test run on this particular on my laptop. And I thank you for tuning in. And like I said, I'll be back Thursday. And if you have any questions, you let me know what the questions are. And if you need to comment, comment. But definitely watch those videos. Okay, you're in Louisiana. It's 1:45 p.m. I'm about to eat a donut, and I should not be because this is the first thing I'm eating today. Well, I'm sure it's 1:45 p.m. Okay. All righty. You're welcome. So take care and definitely watch the videos and do what you can. Just try your best to get it done as soon as you can so you can start getting some relief. And keep me updated. Keep me updated. All right, guys. So whomever tuned in, whoever still may be watching, thanks for tuning in. And this is V, and I will be back on Thursday as I normally am. Every Thursday, God willing, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everyone have a blessed Sunday.